There we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. One of, to be honest, my absolute favorite games of this year so far. And that's just where we start. Let's just go. That good. I don't have much else to say about it. I'm going to be streaming for like an hour. And then I need to grab some dinner and get ready for Rock Players later tonight. So if you are joining me now, please also join me and the guys over at the Rock Show later today. Let's see here. So let's just click play. I'm not going to continue my save. Let's create a new save together. But before that, I kind of want to do a custom battle too for you guys to really show like when this game shines. Oh, there we go. Audio was coming in twice for you. So let's start with a custom battle just to show off, like, because we're not gonna get to the end game. We're not gonna get to experience it. So let's do that now. We're gonna be this guy. Let's just go with standard battle. Matter. Now we can choose our empire, which empire we are. Let's just leave it at the empire. And bring the army size up to, I think, yeah, let's bring it up to maximum on both sides here. Let's grab an even split here. Let's go 25. And 25. Oh, that didn't work. I don't really want that though. Bring them down. Yeah, let's bring down the cavalry. They can be equal. And let's just go. So, when you start a battle, you will go into this sort of strategic mode where you can place your troops however you like. Looks like we are surrounded by mountains in this forest. So our cavalry is not going to be great here, but that's fine. Now I'm also honestly quite new to, like, I haven't played that much of the game, so bear with me as I make, yeah, there we go. So now the battle has begun. We are controlling only ourselves. This is us. This is our troops. Yeah, as you can see, plenty of them. Rudix, hey, how you doing? Here they come. I can now give my guys orders. I'm just gonna say, engage, going to charge. We have some throwing javelins we can throw into the pile of horses over here. We want. We also have a sword machine. I keep missing. Oh god, they are cavalry heavy so far. Not great for us. Because I am commanding my troops, but I'm also commanding myself and trying not to die. If I die, then my troops are going to be left without a commander. Oh, like that. I mean, they are simulating 1,000 characters at once here. And just look at the chaos. Looks like our infantry has nice little issue orders. No. Yeah, they have a shield wall coming in here. But imagine standing like this with your shield up and having that come towards you. That'd be scary. So yeah, that's basically how the game works. In the end, late game, but we're not gonna get there. That's the battles. I love the battles, they're great. However, for the new campaign, there's also the sandbox mode, but let's start campaign.
For 500 years, the
With some
Calradian
backstory.
Empire dominated the continent. Its armies scattered foes before them. The strongholds of proud tribes crumbled beneath its engines of war. From the forests of the north to the wastes of the south, all was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich, but empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause.
And you'll notice the cutscene here,
Spreads.
they're not setting up our story, just setting up the world. And that's
Old
really where
enemies
this
learn
game
the Empire's tricks
shines.
and devise new
It's pretty much,
ones.
there is a story in the main campaign. For the most part, you just create your own
Until
story.
one day, the bonds holding the Empire snap. Then comes the Civil War, pitting all against all. A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples, to turn back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world from the ashes of the old.
And there we have it. There we have the backstory of the world around us. Now it's time for us to enter this world. So first things first, let's select our culture, where we're from. On one hand, this is a bit of. I don't think it affects the main story per se. Mostly, like, it's some lore for a character, and each background will give you different different bonuses. For example, the Vlandians, they get more renown from battles. They get more income while serving as a mercenary, and its production bonus to villagers that are bound to castles. However, recruiting lords to armies will cost more influence, so harder to do that. But the Sturgeons, which serves more Vikings. Recruiting and upgrading infantry troops is cheaper, and some army cohesion bonus, but also some relationship penalty from kingdom decisions, etc. etc. We have the Empire. Less garrison troop wage. Being in an army brings more influence, but villagers increase less. Bethanians have less speed penalty and sight range bonus in the forests, and +1 militia production. But on the other hand, you get 10% slower build rate for town projects and settlements. Crusades are a nomadic steppe folk. They have recruiting and upgrading mounted troops are cheaper, and production bonuses to horse, mule, cow, and sheep and villagers is increased, but they get less tax income from towns. Then you have the Aserai, the desert Bedouins. They have cheaper caravans and less trade penalty, but they have no speed penalty on deserts, but their troops cost more. For this one, let's go Vlandians. Now we get to create your character. Can you create a male or a female character? I'm just gonna hit randomize randomize all a few times, something like that. Yeah, That looks fine. Listen to our voice.
Fire!
We can pitch our voice.
Fall back!
Somewhere around the middle. And the most important thing is we need to have a beard. So there we go, hair. It's for the hairstyle that works, matches my own. Let's keep that, and let's select a more, it's a decent beard. Let's go with that one. See how it looks with clothes, looks fine. This is us. So we now select our background. We were born into a family of Baron's retainers. Will give us a bonus on pole arm and riding, social skills. We can pick urban merchants, gives us a bonus in intelligence and trade as well as charm. Yeoman gives us some crossbow skills and some polearm skills as well as some endurance. Urban blacksmith gives us smithing and two-handed weapons as well as a point to vigor. Hunters will give us some scouting and crossbow as well as control. And mercenaries will give us cunning as well as roguery and crossbow. I'm leaning towards urban merchants here. So yeah, this was our parents. It's randomly generated how they look. So early childhood. This was us as a kid. We were noted for, was it our leadership skills? Was it our brawn? Our attention to detail? Aptitude for numbers? Way with people? Or our skill with horses? And I'm leaning towards way with people here. I kind of want to have a lot high social skill, because the more higher leadership you have, the more troops you can have. Also steward, well, like intelligence is also important though, so we might pick numbers. So we already have a bonus in that, so let's pick social skills. Growing up, what did we spend most of our time doing? The town's watch training ground, which gives us more fighting ability. And also cunning, it gives us tactics as well. The alley gangs, for some roguery and hand-to-hand combat. The docks and building sites give us athletics and smithing. Vigor, and the Marcus and the caravanserai will use a social and charm as well as trade, and I kind of like that. Or we could go with our tutor to give us some engineering, which is important late game, but we could find us an engineer later, so we can. That would be the leadership then. And the intelligence point. We're counting for horses. I do want to get something with horses though, because I do want to be able to ride. Let's go tutor here. So, did we now? As a youngster growing up in Calradia, war was never too far away. So, did we train with the cavalry? Did we stand guard with the garrisons? Did we ride with the scouts? Which I kind of like. Leaning towards that one. Did we train with the infantry, join the skirmishers? Or did we march with the camp followers? I say we rode with the scouts maybe to get some bow skills as well as riding skills. Before you set out for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was that we defeated an enemy in battle, led a caravan, invested some money in a workshop, survived a siege, had a famous escapade, or did we treat people well? I think I'm feeling this one. Maybe the caravan. I'm more leaning towards the social skills, the social trade skills as well as the intelligence here. Like many and here we have a brother. Like many families in Calradia, what's this? Calculating one. So so we have a trait already. Like many families in Calradia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of an army after army, and eventually you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer. You did not make it. Along the way, the inn which you were staying at was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain and your two youngest siblings seized, but you and your brother survived because we either subdued a raider, used some athletic and one-handed skill points, we drove them off with arrows, some more archer skills and tactic skills, we rode off on a fast horse, because we were Sir Robin. Oh, getting a delivery here. Hello. We tricked the raiders, or we organized the travels to break out. I like that one. We're not very strong. We're not very agile. We have some endurance. We're not that cunning, but we're very good with social skills, and we're quite smart. So we can then pick our name. We can randomize it, or we can just pick something. Let's go with Hologard. That sounds good. We can here see our the recap. You prepare to set off with your brother on a mission of vengeance and rescue. Here is your character. Continue if you're ready, or go back to make changes. But I feel we're ready, so let's keep going. Start the game. We can now select our difficulty. I'm just gonna leave it as is. This is quite easy. Or we could easily just bring up more if we wanted to. But for the purpose of the stream, let's just leave it as is.
It's been 3 days now we've been tracking those bastards. I think
we're voice acting.
We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue our brother and sister? Are we up for a fight?
Apologize in advance for barking dogs in a second when they leave a package outside the door.
This
So,
looks like an old training
we can either do the
legions.
tutorial or we can skip it.
Perhaps
I'll
we
skip
could
it because
spare
I've
some time
already
brushing
done
up
this.
on skills. Are you sure about that? All right, then. One of our
We will be sent out in the world. So here we are at the overworld. Yeah, call it. So, in the tutorial we find an artifact. Great. We now pick our family name. Let's just keep that. And now we get to pick our family crest. And plenty to choose from, as you can see. We have some runes over here. Yeah, we do. We also have a bunch of other stuff. I like that one. We'll put that one. Like Thor's hammer. Yeah, let's go with that. And then select our background color. So you see there's not that many to choose from, but there's a couple. Let's pick a red. That looks good. Look at the shield. No, I don't like the look on the shield though. Maybe that looks. No, that doesn't look better. Okay, I mean, you gotta pick something that looks good on the shield. There we go. And the sigil color is yellow. I like that. Right. So we're now dropped in the middle of a massive map, as you can see here. Down here we have the desert and the Aserai. Over here is the steppes where the curses are. Then we have the Empire, which is divided into sorry, the Southern Empire. Let's go into the encyclopedia and check. The Southern, Western, and Northern Empires. Northern, Western, and Southern. And then up here we have the Sturgeons, the Batanians, and the Vlandians. So we are, like, this is where we grew up, but we always start somewhere else. We start down here. And if we look at our quest, we have a quest to we're going to investigate the Nesret's Folly. But before we can do that, we will need to increase our money. We start with 1,000 dinars, which is the currency. They wanted to get 2,000. We gotta grow our party size to 20 men or more. And our renown 50, which is there's several ways to get that. I mean, you need to hire one companion. Those are simply just better. And then we also need to talk to 10 nobles for this one. So those are our only quests at the moment. And if we look at the character skill, we have one a focus point. So every now and then, every 4 levels you gain, you get 1 point to put in one of these stats. They increase how good you are at things. You also get a focus point for every level you gain, which is something you can put in to increase learning rate on how fast you learn. And you learn a skill by using that skill. I'm gonna put it in medicine, I think, for now. Learn how to heal people a little bit. So this is us. We have nothing. We can now go around to these villages, help them with things. Yeah, see, they have a quest here. We can see what they produce. We can buy stuff there, or we can go to the castles where you can't do that much. We can go to the cities. Castles do come with villages though, so they're important, but they're not very important to us right now. So we go to a city here. Start with that. So as you can see, when we move, time progresses. Everyone else's moves as well, and this is the whole world is simulated with merchants and villagers going back and forth, trading. So the economy of the game is changing every session. You have massive armies moving around, engaging in war. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So we can either go and talk, like enter the town center, we just walk around. And we can find this guy, and he wants us to escort merchant caravan, which we're not really ready for. We can talk to these guys. We can just click here to get to them right away. We have several other things in the menu here as well. But first, check the tavern. We have the bull here. He's a very strong fighter. Not really that interested in that. Every now and then you can find like dedicated engineers or healers, which are just really good. Let's recruit some troops. But 2 recruits who want to join us here. So we'll pay them some money. Hire them as mercenaries. And now, we may need to pay them wages. So we pay them 2 coins every day. So yeah, now we just gotta do our thing. We're gonna explore around. Eventually we're gonna have to speak to nobles and ask them what happened during the war. There's a weird shadow bug. Let's see here. They don't have any quests anymore, do they? You can also fast forward. Yeah, they do. Okay, they do. Just didn't see it. We weren't there. They need grain seeds. We can talk to this guy. Let's visit.
Hey, so who are you then?
I'm Halgard, and who are you? I'm Sotheris. Lived here all my life, working the land as do my kin. A lot of people here in Tevia. The common farmers and craftsmen like me, they like to me to speak for them. I have not heard of you, but you have the look of a man who might make something of himself one day. I heard you may need help with a problem. What's this? The harvest has been poor and the rats have eaten much of our stores. We can eat less and tighten our belts, but if we don't have seed grain left to plant, we'll starve next year. The way to prevent this? Grain will solve our problems. If we had 30 bushels, we could use it to sow our fields, but I doubt that Lycron has so much to sell at this time of the year. 30 bushels of grain will cost us around almost 840 in the markets. We don't have that. Is there anything else you can do? I know you're busy, but maybe you can ask some of your men to find us that grain. 4 men should do the job along with 420 dinars. And I'd reckon the whole affair should take about 2 weeks. I'm desperate here, sir. Don't let our children starve. And I don't have anyone to send, so I'll find him that grain. Thank you, sir. You're a savior. So when you're in the towns, you can always, you can move around like this. You can ride either ride on your horse. You can get off your horse and explore. Talk to people. They don't really have that much to say, but it's nice to look at. Like there are scenarios when you fight in villages, and then you would like all of these villages are generated to look quite differently, all of them. I guess this is a nice one. I like the look of this one. Hold tab to leave. So we have our first quest. Let's begin by no one's recruit. Okay. So let's find some grain. And there's several ways we could go about this. I'm thinking some villages producing grain over here. I do kind of want to head west later though, so let's begin by going up here to Spotja and see if we can buy some sheep grain over there. Fast forward. Oh, looters. There's 8 of them. There's only 3 of us. But I bet we can take them.
Today's not your lucky day, friend. How about you hand over your silver? Be a real shame to have to cut anyone's throat.
Fight me if you dare. We can send our troops or we can attack together with them. Let's attack together.
Move!
Tell them to move up on that hill, and I will ride forward. I have a club, and I have a bow. I have a horse. They don't have horses, though. They only have rocks. Ooh, missed that severely. Come on. Tell them to attack. They might die, but that's fine. We'll do some more later. There we go. So, one benefit of having a horse is you can run away. And then you can run back. There's not much they can do about it. I think our men are down, yeah. Oh, they are a problem though. They're stronger than I thought they would be. Let's ride away into the forest, turn around and behind this tree. Damn it. I might be in for some trouble here. Didn't get to start with the shield this time, which is annoying. Like there's a whole thing with like attack directions as well, like and like depending on where you hit and how fast your weapon moves, you deal with certain amounts of damage. Like it's really thought out, the whole combat system. You have like directional block, so you like which direction do you block in. I think this is kind of what we have to do. We just kind of have to ride, do like hit and runs. Oh no! Oh, what the start! It was horribly. So they killed our guys. We're now taken captive. Yeah, this is not the way I. Okay, so we can. After painful days of being dragged about as a prisoner, suddenly one of your captors comes to you with an offer. He proposes to free you in return for 288 denars of your hidden wealth. You decide to, yeah, well, let's have to accept that, won't we? Now let's see, did we lose anything here? No, we didn't. We might have lost some armor, but it seems like we got to keep everything. That was a horrible start of this session. Let's recruit some men. We need people. There we go. They can keep us safe. Alright, let's see. Byproduct. Do you have grain to sell? You do, but it's expensive. I'm not gonna buy it. Oh, I do need to buy something though. Buy it. 2 sheep. What we can do with the sheep, actually quite horrible. Peter is gonna hate me for this. We can slaughter them. So now we have meat and hides. Of course, the hides we could sell here, or we could go somewhere else and sell them. I think I'm gonna sell them over. Yeah, let's sell them in Lacarian here in this city. The big city, and say trade, sell our 2 hides here. I think we got like 2 denars extra for that. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff you can buy. You can like try to buy stuff cheap and sell them more expensively. So really not a lot of grain in this area right now. Usually grain is like 7 denars for it. But this time it's a lot more. What's this? Oh, I can change. I didn't know I could change that. We can recruit 1 more guy. Offer to buy some grain. No, still expensive grain. Don't want to buy that grain that's that expensive. We can buy a mule here though. There we go. Increases like the amount of horses you have in your party and the amount of cavalry you have increases how fast you move on the map, but it also helps you carry more stuff. Here we go, 12 for grain. We need 30 bushels. We won't be able to afford that. That's all we can afford. Oh, I suppose we'll have to. Oh, let's go here. So there's currently a tournament going on in Vicarion. Oh no, before we do that, however, I know. Grain was expensive, cheap over here and expensive over here. We can just go back and forth a few times. Until the market stabilizes. Hopefully it hasn't stabilized yet. Hopefully we don't miss the tournament. So we spent 240. Sell it all back, and we now have 577. See how easy it is to get rich? Spend some money, buy low, sell high. And obviously this was, green was kind of obvious one, but like there can be a lot more expensive stuff sometimes. Right. But every now and then when you level up things, you get past a certain threshold. For example, level 50 for the next one. Currently we can now pick between these two options. We can either pick combat tips, which is a perk. So you basically pick perks for all of these when you get to a certain level. So we can either gain 2 XP per day to all troops in the party and increases the recruit levels of units of the same culture with you from NPCs, or we can gain 4 XP per day to tier 1 and 2 troops instead of all of them. Each troop in the garrison gains 3 experience per day. I think we go with combat tips for that one. We can also do something for charm here. We can either select self-promoter, which gives us more influence from winning tournaments and better morale in a besieged settlement, or we can get virile. It makes it easier for us to get kids when we get older, when we get a wife. Because you can marry people, you can have like this. It's like Crusader Kings, but light. Here, grain is also a bit more expensive here, but we don't need that much, so let's just leave for now. Come on. Yes, the tournament is still on. I like tournaments. I'll show you why. But first, let's see here. What's grain cost here? 13. Okay, so we can buy some grain here later. What's going on here? There's 4 lords of renowned fighting skills fighting in this tournament, and even the tournament the organizer is offering a Kosyan for the victor, whatever that is. We'll see you soon. To enjoy. So we can get a horse. That's probably worth quite a bit. The noble mount is pretty good. So we are now seeded into the second round on the green team. The downside is we'll still have we'll still kind of hurt. We don't have the 50% of our health, but it will probably be fine. You can wager. We can wager 150 of our 500 coins to say that yeah, we'll probably win the entire thing. If we do, we'll get 600 back. If we don't, that's money lost. I have a good feeling about this. So start with sword and shield on a battlefield like this, and basically our team, like 4 teams of 2, free for all. Last team standing progresses.
I'll eat your liver.
Our teammate is downed, yeah, so it's just us against 2 blues. It's not great. Hopefully I can defeat this guy. There we go, now just the archer left. Swing, come on, crap. I think we have like, if we hit once or twice more, yeah, there we go, we're down. However, we were the second one, the last person to fall, so we did progress to the next level, next round. This time it's a 4 versus 4. Let's go all in on our wagers here. We can win this, we get get back all the money we started with. So this time we have a polearm and a horse. Ow. And we start by taking damage. It's not going well. Usually it goes way better than this for me. Oh, missed that severely. Come on. There we go. Got some damage. You do deal slight amount of damage while just riding over people. So you can technically kill someone or defeat someone by doing that. Whenever you're in battle, if you attack with a blunt weapon, there's a higher chance of you to knock them down rather than kill them, which is obviously good. If you want to then take them prisoner. We got 29 damage. We've lost 3 versus 2 now. Block with their shield. Great for us. Well, let's take that guy out now. No, we missed. Damn it. We did take one of them down. 2 down. That's 2 versus 1. We can totally win this. Ah, charge! Oh. Whoosh. So we hit nothing. There we go. No. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. There we go. Knocked him out of his saddle. Ah. Hope you're well, Rock. Nice to see you. I'll not see you later. You'll be missing Rock players, but that's. I hope you're fine. Right. So 1-on-1, we are damaged, but we can probably take this. So let's just keep smashing. Nice. That tactic usually works. So we're actually in the finals. We'll be facing Tharos, one of the lords. So we can spend our last money here on the wager and hope that we get 1,600 back if we win, including a very expensive horse. But that requires us to win this battle, which is probably not, which is not a guarantee. We did start with a lot less health than they did, because we did get captured by bandits earlier. Yes! Defeated. This gives us 3 renown. As remember, we need to get 50. We started at 10, so we have it some along the way. We get a Kossian, and we get back all of our bets and earnings. We have money again. Yeah. Silent. It might be really good. I just don't really want to check that right now. We need some more troops. Take us some looters around the area. We also need to trade. So I can't use the horse because it's too hard to ride on. Where it's 19 riding, I think I have like 30. But I can sell it for 14,000. We are now rich. Reloaded. With our newfound money, I do want me a shield. Let's just, yeah, I mean, we have cash now. Let's grab a reinforced oaken kite shield. So now that we have that, look, a massive shield on the back. Unfortunately, this thing is off center from our emblem. That's fine. And the other thing we need to buy those 30 grain. I think it's shift click to buy 5 at a time. And we can probably, let's grab some more. There we go. Okay. That much. Or there we go. Now we have some meat. We should probably get some more mules, maybe. This. Oh, we can actually improve our horse. We'll have another. There we go. Now with 2 pack horses, we have some more capabilities in that regard. And yeah, now that we have that, let's go to back to Tevia to sell our stuff. Ignore the mountain bandits for now. However, we are looking for some looters to kill because they are easier. We want to overrun them though. Let's see if we can't find some looters on the way. So yeah, like the world is kind of huge. Oh, looters, hang on. So we can just pause by clicking space, and that will just pause everything. And then we can, of course, as well fast forward. So they are now moving at a speed of 3.5 because they're in the forest. We are using a speed of 5.5. However, I think as we enter the forest, our speed goes down to 4.1. So we are still faster than them. We will catch up to them quite soon. There we go.
What is it now?
Here to fight, surrender or die. As you can see here, like at the same time in our shield, now that we have a shield, we can defend ourselves easier. So this is a spiked mace, it's not a hammer. Well, our men did quick work of them by overrunning them. Great. We gain 1 renown, and we gain 1 more morale, which means our troops will be more happier. We can. One of them didn't die; they got knocked out. So we can recruit them as a prisoner and ransom them off later. But it's not really. I mean, for a looter, you get like 10 dinars. It's nothing. Or you can take them into your party, but I don't think we want to do that. So now we have 7 of our 15 Imperial recruits. You can spend 15 coins to upgrade them. They gained experience. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry and 3 archers. So now they are better. They are now tier 2. So like from just cloth and a pitchfork, the infantrymen now have a sword and a shield, whereas the archers, obviously, they have a small club and then some arrows. We gain some stuff. We get a better gambeson that we can just put on. We loot some better shoes. We do get a hood. The rest we can just grab into our inventory and we can sell it later. Let's let's finish our quest. Drop the grain off over here. So let's talk to him again. Hey, it's been a while. Yes. Well, the task you gave me. Here is your grain. So we didn't get any money from it, but we did complete the quest. They are now very happy. Saved a lot of lives today. So now that we have done that, let's. I do kind of want to, like, since we are Vlandian, I do want to make my way over to the Vlandian Empire over here. While we do that, it's probably going to take us a little while to get there. So let's start by going to Ametis. Whatever it was called. Looters. 15 looters. That's a good battle. They're running away from us, but we can probably take them on.
We're just harmless travelers.
No, you're not. You're looters. You kill people. You grab their stuff. Also, fun thing, I can't shoot arrows to my right when I'm on a horse, only to my left. And now our archers will keep firing as well. Maybe we can take some out on while they advance over here. And I keep missing. I'm really bad at archery today. Let's tell everyone to charge, and let's do the same. It's like the horse system is. Ooh, they're killing a lot of people. So like when riding, controlling the horse, it's like you have a throttle. You brake or you throttle up, and then you steer. Whereas when you obviously walk around, you just do it as usual. So we can look here. We did lose 8 men. 6 recruits and 2 infantrymen died. However, we killed all of the 15 looters. So that's not great, obviously. But at the same time, horrible. We get a lot of good stuff here. We have some trade rumors as well. You can see that these grapes, they are worth 41, but we could sell them in Lycron for a profit. We get some other stuff. I don't think we didn't get that much that we have a use for it now. The lower down we get, the less value, so obviously the worse it is. Yeah, I think we are probably good to continue. Let's go to Son again instead, now that we did get thrown off our route a little bit. First, let's stop by Arcudis to see if we have any troops we can hire. Oh, we do. We can actually get... And here you have some Biglia recruits, which is tier 2 units. They are a bit more expensive, but they are also better. Let's grab a bunch of those. And then some other normal recruits. See if we can buy anything cheap. Rain is not cheap though. I mean, we could just buy a bunch of grain and go. I mean, we could make a lot of money just by buying and selling grain, but no, I think we should. And if the number is red, like this butter, it costs 112 each, then means it's expensive. Yellow means it's probably quite decent, reasonable, ish, and that green is very cheap. So if you get some green prices, you can just pick it up, then use it later. Oh, let's go to the tavern district. The hyena. So we can click his name. So we talked to him, and now we can click his name.
Like piss.
So
Anyway,
he
what
is
you want?
close-fisted, is devious, and is cruel. A really good fighter with some roguery. I'm not that interested in that guy. Hang on, getting a phone call. Sorry about that. And then you get a phone call while you're in the middle of streaming. You don't have an opportunity to not take it. We did complete another tournament. Get another horse. Why do we get horses all the time? I want to get some like juicy armor. So you can get really cool stuff. And also we have a lot of loot to sell. So let's just go through here and get rid of it all. Keep the food because we do like the more super expensive horse. Awesome. So like the more food variety you have, like the food will be consumed as you play, but the more food variety you have, better the more morale increase you get here. So we have 10 more days until we have no food left, but that's fine. We have 10 days is plenty enough. I'm kind of wondering if we can get like switch from that maze to something more. Maybe with a light maze. I kind of want something more like. Let's go with a cleaver, massive sword. I mean, I think we should. I mean, let's spend some of our cash. We can also grab some better arrows. Get rid of the spike mace and the arrows, and yeah. See, do we have any fun armor we can buy now that we have some money? Could get legionnaires. So, let's go with the padded straps. So now we have some Imperial Legion armor there. Could have gone with that, but no, that's for that one. Anything else fun we can buy? Not really. Yeah, so there we go. You're getting rich. So that's one, like, early game is a lot of, like, a good thing you can do. Obviously, you need to, like, get money and renown. So you can, like, go around and fight bandits. But what I like to do is just go from town to town, earning renown and money by winning tournaments. It is fun, and it's quite useful. Let's grab some, and, I mean, if you come across any bandits on the way, just take them out. There's also, like, quests where you can go on, like, raid bandit camps. There's...
They're not looking for a fight.
and yeah, so there's a lot of death mechanics to that, different options for you. Or you can just go trading. So here's an interesting one. Since the 6 looters were over here, they were close enough to be dragged into this battle. So we won't actually be facing 10 looters. We'll be facing 16. But we are 18 of us, and we have slightly better stuff. And we have me. Not that I've been that helpful so far. Where are they? Hold Alt to see where they are. Over there. They're almost soon. They will coming over that hill. I'll just right ahead. Fire some arrows from over here.
Charge! Advance!
While our troops charge forward and our archers keep firing, let's just... ride around and kill people. Now, I think currently I play with friendly fire off, but you can have, like, I think if you're on higher difficulties, friendly fire is always on. So you gotta be careful so you don't, like, hit your friends in the back of the head with an arrow. Yeah, we killed all of them. With no prisoners this time, but we did get some loot. We got a falchion, well-made pickaxe, some other stuff. Let's just grab all of it. There wasn't any tournament over there, so let's keep moving towards Sargot here. So let's go to Legetta. While we also heal up a little bit. So all of these, like, the reds are always obviously bandits, but everyone else is that we see running around is like villagers or caravans or lords. Like, there's wars going on constantly all around the place. Let's first get rid of our loot that we grabbed. There we go. And then let's go into the arena for yet another tournament. And I think after this tournament, I will have to wrap things up to have time to get the dogs out. We get some really good boots here, splint boots. I get 3 leg armor and 22 foot armor. I think we have like something like 5 foot armor right now on our shoes. First of all, it's a 4 versus 4 versus 4 versus 4. We start with a pole arm and a spear on a horse. Usually, like, I like doing that, using spears on horses. But it is like I would have preferred maybe a shield as well. But it is what it is. So this is just a messy clusterfuck at the moment, which is fine. These really big ones are they're fun because they are just so messy. And it's a good thing we have a shield over our teammates. We see who's who. I keep missing. I'm usually been better at hitting stuff before than I am today. There we go. Ooh, almost caught a spear there. Ouch. Then I should block that. He was going for that extra horse there. There we go, took him out. Straight out of the saddle. So there's 2 reds, 1 blue, and then 1 teammate for us left. That could have ended badly for us if they had been better at hitting. So what we can do, when we get enough speed, is click X, which will let us couch the lance like that. Doing so will, if we then manage to ride into someone, we don't even need to attack, we just need to ride into them like that. And we'll deal a bunch of damage. But it gets significantly harder to steer. And sometimes you just ride into their horse and miss. Damn it. Ouch. Now let's take a break from that guy and... Oh, got up on another horse. I think we already kicked you off a horse. It's green versus blue and red right now. There we go. Bucarelli. So I think the Western Empire is more Italian focused, inspired. Southern is more French. There we go.
We've been blessed.
And I think the Vlandians are more. Maybe the Vlandians are more French. I think the Battanians are kind of like British. Right, this time it's one person in each team. 4 teams. Everyone has swords and shields. Sometimes they're like, yeah, you get a bow and arrow and you get a sword and shield. Usually it's kind of quite fair. In the previous game, Warband, that was a much bigger problem. You could really end up in a battle where it's like, yeah, I have like throwing knives and you have like a horse and a spear and a shield. Good luck. This time is a lot more fair. I love when I stick those sticks or stabs in the beginning of like the first hit. It was fun to hit. Will you stop it? There we go. I turn archer of all things. So we're in the finals. If we win, we get 1700 back. We are facing an Imperial Sergeant crossbowman. Hopefully we can take him out. Easy. There we go. Yay! Thank you, crowd. We have successfully beaten the tournament. We get some boots that are better than the ones we've got, so let's put them on. Nice. We want to get some better armor down the line, but we're not there yet. There's no hurry. I think we are from here. We could go trip up here, maybe. But no, let's head on straight to Sargot. So yeah, this game is easily my easily among my game of the year for me. Just because you can troops, it's so there's so much depth going on in a lot of the game, but at the same time like you can just the tournaments and it's not that special. It's fun, but it's not like it's got to do take a detour up here. But it's not like fighting tournaments is like it's not that deep. The combat system gets kind of deep.
Peace to you, stranger.
Peace to you too. So this guy is one of the lords we can use in the quest to follow. So we can ask him if he has seen anything. He has. And then he gives us the backstory, part of the backstory. When we've done that, 10 of them, we can. I've played it. Ooh, I don't know how much I've played it yet. Maybe we can just see that in Steam here. Let's see here. We go into my page here, and then we can look at Bannerlord. Yeah, 15 hours. The last, 12 of them in the last 2 weeks. So I played a bunch. I really like it. But so far, I haven't gone into the end game yet. I haven't gone into the part where you can like, nice. So you see, oh, we now also have a bigger party size. I haven't gotten to the point where I start creating my own kingdom, because you can actually say like, I'm just like, screw it. Like you can join either one of these nations and fight them alongside them, or you can just go like, you know what, I'm just gonna create my own. I'm gonna like build a massive army, and then I'm going to take like Pencannock. I'm gonna siege it, I'm gonna win, and then when you do, like, yeah, congrats, this is now yours. And then moving forward, you can then start building your own empire, and then you have like empire mechanics where you need to teach your troops things. So like it gets kind of like, it becomes, at that point it becomes almost like a strategy game, whereas obviously right now it's more of a like an RPG. And then like the combat, it has some real-time strategy elements, but it's mostly a like third-person action game. You can of course go into first person with one of the buttons. I don't remember which one. Yeah, like there's something here for everyone. I feel one of those games where I think you'll be hard pressed to play this game and not find something you enjoy, like some aspect of it that you enjoy. And right now, I'm a horse archer. Which is also like a valid tactic in battle, by the way. You can grab just 50 horse archers and just ride around in circles about around everyone. Oh, nice, we killed one. We are getting our archery skill up as well. Just like in like Skyrim, whenever you use a skill, you become better at it.
Onward! Attack!
Like, for example, like the whole positioning thing, I've barely touched on at all. Like, I haven't learned it at all. So I don't really know what I'm doing when I just tell them to charge, really. Yes, Japan. Using the 3080 tier and right now, and like it's not that it's like it doesn't really have to be like graphically it's decent, but it's not pushing it that far hard. However, it is really pushing it like when you go into the bigger battles. Like if you can do it, like the biggest battles you can do is like 1,000 units on the screen at one time at all times, which means you will essentially be playing like 500 v 500. That's the biggest you can do, and that is, I mean, it's great fun, but it's also like it's a mess. But like on the 3080 tier, I didn't like on the 3080 tier of GeForce Now that it doesn't even break a sweat even on the highest graphics. Even though like this is highest graphics, it doesn't look that great. It doesn't have like it's not trying to look great. It's just trying to be a fun game.
Back off, stranger.
Send my troops this time. And we have also gained some. Yeah, right. We have leveled up a lot here. So when you level up, every 4th level you get 1 point to spend in one of these. I think I'm gonna put this one in bigger to get a bit better at combat. Maybe. Yeah, and then I'm gonna put and that like increases my like the green is like the cap, how good you can become. Obviously, it goes up to over 200. But then I'm thinking, do we have? Okay, should we maybe put a point into Steward, for example? And also we can unlock something in writing here. Increase your charge damage or maneuvering. Let's pick Nimble Seed. There we go. Something's. Oh, we can also get a Battanian Highborn Warrior. Let's trade. Let's get rid of all the stuff we don't need. Pick up some battle horses, maybe. We're gonna need some horses for our to recruit mounted units at some point. So let's grab some horses while we're at it. Go, and then let's see, Tavern District. We have the healer. Yes, talk to her.
You, stranger.
My name is Hallgrim, madam.
Closer.
Tell me about yourself. Tells her story. We say, don't. Good head for business. You sound like you in my party. Pay her some money to get her into our party. Brand some more prisoners. Down, leave, and go. Click on the party screen. Right, so we get 2 horses. Let's see here. How do I? Or is it on the clan screen maybe? Right, here we can see in our party. Here we go. I mean, it's not like as long as you're having fun while investing your time into it, then it's not really a problem, is it? Like you're just doing it because it's fun, and then you happen to learn. Like every as you keep playing, you learn new stuff, and like, oh, I can do this, or oh, I can do this, and like that's really where I think. Like I don't have the like patience to learn it if it's not fun while learning it. But as long as I'm having fun while doing it, and I mean, I'll gloss over stuff like details that others will like really dive into, and I just whatever. But yeah, as long as you're having fun, then it's perfectly fine to have a steep learning curve. That really comes down to being a great tutorial, and most games don't have a great tutorial. But yeah, so in our party we have a quartermaster, a scout, an engineer, and a surgeon, and she's really good at healing, so she's gonna be our surgeon from now on. I think we're better at engineering. She's better at scouting. She can be she can only be one thing. Yeah, you're. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think that's one of the benefits of this game, because it is so, like, yes, it's very like has all of these complex things going on, but you can just like initially you can just play it as like a medieval simulator. You just run around, you recruit some people, you go into a battle, and you fight a little bit, or you can play custom battles and learn the combat, or you can even play multiplayer if you want to get your ass kicked. But like you can play around a lot and really learn the ropes of the combat and have fun with that, because for combat it's really fun. It's just like it's just click your mouse and then or on a controller it's like I think it's the right trigger, and then every time you like when you swing, it just depends on the camera, you'll see an arrow like I'll swing from this direction. You just have start with a sword and shield, and you don't really have to bother with the blocking directions that much, and you can really learn it that way. And then when you learn the combat for a while, and so you slowly start picking up some other skills, like I can tell my troops to charge or stand over here, and like, but maybe if I put my archers up on the hill, that will be better for me. And as you like keep doing that, then you eventually improve until the point where you feel comfortable enough to dive into some other aspects of the game, like the trading, for example. I did say I was going to wrap it up, but I do want to show one more thing. Because currently we are paying 102 every day in wages. We have a quest to keep. Let's ignore that. Let's see here. We have the who here can I buy? Yeah, she owns the olive press. She also owns an olive press. She owns a lot of stuff. Let's talk to her.
Well now, stranger. Peace to you.
So I wish to buy your olive press. So for 23,000, we have 28,000. We can buy her olive press. So let's do that. Let's also grab her quest while we're at it. So now that we've bought her olive press, we can go into the clan screen, I think it is. Check our finances. Currently, we don't earn anything from that, but like as soon as this gets up and running, because they will then, they will buy olives cheaply from the villagers around it, or from the marketplace in this city, which means the olives will be cheaper here because they produce a lot of olives in the area, and then they will produce olive oil, which it will then sell to on the marketplace, and then we can even down the line create a caravan with like maybe one of the companions and a small army that runs around and sell that olive oil at different places, earning us a passive income. And I mean, you can easily get to a point where you earn more from that than your expense for your army. So that is a great way to pay for your army. It obviously costs quite a lot up right on top, but you'll earn it back over time. So yeah. So this is Mountain Blade. Obviously, Warband was released like 10 years ago and was pretty much the same, only less graphically impressive and a bit less. Like some systems weren't really fleshed out. And then for this one, they just improved some of the mechanics, made it look better, did some changes to the map, created some more lore, did some storytelling. They had obviously more money, so they did some quality voice acting, and then just it released out of early access, left early access, entered early access in 2020, in April I think it was, and then left early access on just last week. Easily, like at the moment, this is my game of the year. Quite cheap as well. I think it is slightly below AAA. It's like a AA pricing. So I think it's like $14.99 on consoles and $13.99 on PC. And it's a great time. You can easily spend like 500 hours in this game. If you want to like go for a run where you play a few runs where you learn the ropes, and you go like, all right, now I'm ready. I feel like I'm gonna do it right from the beginning, and then you can go in and like, I'm gonna create my own kingdom, and then eventually go for like world domination and take over, make all of this to your flag. So yeah, great game. See you in an hour over at Rock's channel for Rock Players. And with that,